I wonder if you've heard of the tragedy of the bloodstained games from 15 years ago, General.
Compared to the catastrophic history of the Phantasmoon games, that was likely nothing more than an insignificant interlude, no?
Countless times, I wanted to reach out and touch those muted hearts to make them beat again. But I can't save everyone. It's always been this way. The Phantasmoon games have only one taboo, and there is only one rule I strictly abide by. The games must proceed, never ending, just as the sun and moon rise and fall. Those who defy this law shall be banished, executed, and suffer unceasing torment. General Yao Guang, have you ever wondered, why am I the arbitrator?
Simply because you possess the power to eradicate those who transgress.
Eons ago, in the Master of Immortality's mysterious garden, flora flourished with such intensity that they suffocated all other life. A meddler quietly infiltrated this place, plucking the most enchanting and luxuriant branch. The severed branch screamed in protest, for before she was gifted with eternal life, she was a divine envoy, leading her kin in search of the elixir of life. She was a beast of blind love and hatred, a sword dancer who devoured the crimson moon. So proud was she, never having known how to yield. Save for the blazing phoenix of the Xianzhou, she has never been defeated by another. How then could she tolerate a meddler defiling her fragrance?
Are you speaking of myths or true history?
When the past is as distant as the afterglow of the stars, does it really matter whether it's myth or history? That meddler transplanted her to another world, and through this method, they imprisoned the most terrifying of horrors within the most ridiculous of games.
You mean you yourself are that most terrifying thing?
You've misunderstood. Or perhaps not. The meddlesome god promised to enlighten her, to teach her to know true joy. And in the repeated cycles of the Phantasmoon games, the meddler did not break their promise. She once witnessed raging flames boil the seas dry, saw civilizations rise from the dust, and wither back into it. She gazed upon the purest souls, burning away their brilliance, and stood silent as supreme evil reveled in blood upon the earth. Finally, amidst the love and hate of the insignificant, she gradually glimpsed the essence of fleeting life, the meaning of elation. Finally, she became me.
So, you're afraid of waking her, afraid of becoming her once more.
Over the past 1,000 years, I have called upon her power 3 times to avert catastrophe. Each time, it left an irreparable scar upon the land.
This is the abundance, healing and torture, coexisting as one.
Even knowing everything, would you still have me wear that fox mask and exercise the authority of arbitration?
Miss Evanescia, what you are terrified of is not this fox mask. Quite the opposite. Evanescia is the mask you wear. What you are terrified of is your true self. I, too, was once terrified of my mask.
Your mask?
A mask known as Arbiter General. Whenever the tides of war demand it, I have no choice but to don it, to become that slaughtering general, coldly watching blood and tears be shed, plotting and divining beneath the astral charts, even accepting the scorn of bereaved orphans, all to ensure the Lux Arrow is loosed.
I don't understand. As a general of the Xianzhou, why have you urged me all this time, urged this creation of the abundance, to reveal its true form?
It's laughable, really. I arrived in plain Arcadia for the sole purpose of involving the Master of Elation in my divination, seeking to rewrite a fate already cast in stone. But to steer the orbits of the stars is no easy feat, whether it be the Lux Arrow that topples the sky or the games of the Elation. It's difficult to grasp even if you go all out. From the instant the Phantom Moon's declaration increased the stakes, my divination has spiraled out of control. My fate shifts ceaselessly between adversity and prosperity, life and death becoming impossible to fathom. With the eons in play, divination is futile. The only thing you can ever put trust in is people. Just as I once believed my teacher could successfully fulfill their fate. I really believe in you too, Miss Evanesia.
Has anyone ever told you you're quite the gambler? Daring to push your chips onto an unknown quantity, like me? In a game where the eons themselves have taken a seat at the table?
When we first met, I could not gain insight into the will or woe of your fate. Yet, I was willing to trust you. I believe you are also the key to rewriting destiny in this game, whose ending no one can foresee.
Why?
Miss Evanesia, the spiritess that watches over me is named the Kala Chakra Sky Plume. It is a symbol of the hunt's foresight, verdict, and self-discipline. Why does the decisive god of the skybow bear such a visage? After much contemplation, I finally understood. If the value of discipline was understood, the creations of the abundance need not be abominations. And without temperance, the consequences of the hunt are no different from destruction. I am not some gambler, nor am I an ant beneath the gaze of the eons. I was the one who offered up a piece of my own insignificant fate, forging their trajectories. The situation outside is volatile. We don't have a second to spare for idle chatter. Miss Evanesia, I've given you my answer, and I'd like to hear yours in return. When you realized Full Wish was not a supplicant and you could not pass judgment, why did I see hesitation and doubt in your eyes rather than your usual indifference? I know you already have a game changer in mind. You're just not ready to use it yet. Please, tell me your solution.
As you wish. To exercise the right of arbitration, irrefutable proof is required. Proof that a supplicant has indeed broken the rules and disrupted the order of the Phantom Moon Games. Yet surveying the board, I see not a single transgression. Since there are no sinners, then I shall become the sinner. General Yao Guang, you once asked me, where do the boundaries of the Phantom Moon Games lie? Well, here's my answer. The boundaries aren't on the outside. but at the core. Now, I shall transgress the taboo and divulge to you the true purpose of this Ionic game. Through this method, the Master of Elation imprisons the most terrifying of horrors within the most ridiculous of games. The terror slumbering at the heart of plain Arcadia is...
According to statistics, approximately 200,000 individuals fell ill simultaneously and were transformed into denizens of abundance.
The affected staff were quarantined immediately. Prolux Tower is a valuable safe zone.
If you'd listened to me and thrown every suspect in prison, you wouldn't be in this mess. So, why'd you call me here?
It's an emergency. I want to see how the script plays out.
Huh?
No one could have guessed an emanator of the abundance would return by hijacking others' bodies. Everyone is hesitant to act for fear of collateral damage. But since he is here as well, deduction. This crisis was within your calculations all along.
Half right. Shuhu is the reason Blade made the trip. As for the outcome... Tell you what, I'll show you the script. It's too wordy, and I can't be bothered to paraphrase. Here, sending you a copy.
For the sake of our business partnership, save this virus copy for someone else, hacker.
The feeling is mutual. Seems you don't trust me much either.
I told you, I've done my research on you. Or to be precise, on all of you. Destiny's slave may be able to foresee the future and pen scripts for the Stellaron hunters. But in the face of Eon intervention, his vision is powerless. However, the IPC has its own methods.
Oh?
I'll grant you a privilege. Starting now, user Silverwolf has unrestricted access to the Arcadian internet.
I could have done that myself.
With the precondition that I agree. I want you to hack into the internet, trace the source of the Joy Ascendant contagion, and figure out the catalyst and transmission vectors. Suppressing the surface commotion is a simple task, but if the root cause isn't addressed, the chaos can never be truly eradicated. In exchange, I'll turn a blind eye to the Stellaron hunters' suspicious activities for the time being.
So this is what it means to see how the script plays out. Maybe you should keep it wide open. One eye might not be enough.
Let's start the investigation with the sick ones inside the building.
I thought this was supposed to be a safe zone.
Safe means that I monitor everyone's every move, including yours. And hers.
Judging by the time, I should be right on cue.
Not exactly right on. You missed your cue. You should have made your entrance 4 lines ago.
4 lines back? Oh, 1 eye might not be enough. You were laying the groundwork for her entrance. Margin of error, 23 seconds. Coordination needs improvement.
My bad. I lost track of time. What about you? Did the operation go smoothly?
It's a long story. I thought it was a battle royale, but it turned into a zombie crisis. I think it should have been you instead. I heard Elio gave you a long vacation. Whereabouts?
Let's call it a business trip. 10 days in Penacony with a packed schedule. I'll take today, for instance. I needed to arrive at Ideen Park on time, order 2 drinks, give the cash spewer 3 knocks, and watch it spit out 650,000 credits. And then, I was supposed to get on the line and say hello to you.
23 seconds late. Not very punctual.
Oh, I don't mind. After all, even a late warning might just save you and Blady's lives. Elio asked me to pass along a message. Don't lose to Aha.
That's it? Anything else you want to say?
Hope you enjoy yourself.
What secret messages have you been sending?
Nothing. We've said everything we needed to say. If you think there's more to it, that's just because you don't know us well enough yet.
I don't deny that, but I will sooner or later. Jade warned me, never underestimate the enemy. Compared to the 10 Stonehearts, the Stellaron Hunters possess much greater solidarity.
Is she seriously not just throwing shade at her colleagues?
The probability is 9%. I'll reserve judgment for now. Hopefully, you can give me an answer. Remember the objective. Hack the network and trace the source of the Joy Ascendant infection. Fine. Counting. 1, 2, 3.
Do you have to say it out loud?
According to statistics, approximately 200,000 individuals fell ill simultaneously and were transformed into denizens of abundance. How did Full Wish catalyze these cells? And how do we explain the second wave of disasters just an hour later? Currently, the mutation is still spreading throughout the entire Arcadia. Vehicle City, Pop City, none have been spared.
Nice names.
Remember the objective. Hack the network and trace the source of the Joy Ascendant infection. When you access the network, data's going to flood your mind. Brace yourself. Prompt block permissions unlocked. Data floodgates released.
So, is this kind of game fun? This was your first mission. A pity you had to cheat.
No. You don't even know the first thing about games. What gives you the right to call me a cheater?
You handed over that cartridge willingly. Why did you steal it back?
I just took it back to play with. Saying steal, that's so hurtful. Besides, you guys just left it casually lying around in the vault.
Fine. You think we were careless? Well, next time we won't be. I'll put it in a containment room at Pierpoint. Go ahead and try borrowing it then.
Nice idea, but the execution's a no-go. You guys can't even get in there without me. By the way, I changed the passcode for this cell too. 1337. I can leave whenever I want.
Oh. Is this the skill of a top-tier hacker? The cartridge was clearly the ending you refused, yet you still used it. Care to tell me why?
It's gonna be a game over anyway, so I'll play however I want.
The ending's the same, so the journey doesn't matter. Sounds more like you're just making excuses for yourself.
It's not the same. You guys believe in destiny. I don't. That's why I don't mind spoilers.
Then, when you see how things end for you, are you afraid or excited?
Bored. Because feeling bored proves I haven't become her. That's why I joined you, the Stellaron Hunters. Those who play the game to change the ending. Why am I suddenly thinking about that? This is still Perlux Tower? This Joy whatever dude is her employee?
Exactly. Clearing up the truth is also a way to save these innocent people. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do.
You said you'd turn a blind eye. I didn't think you'd actually be monitoring me.
The road ahead is fraught with peril. I'm just watching your back on behalf of the IPC. If the worst happens and you end up an enemy of the whole world, I'll be there to switch to the world side in the nick of time.
Oh. I didn't take you for the humorous type.
Keep smiling! Flash a standard, beautiful, happiness-inducing smile! Thanks to the surgery, I'll be employee of the month forever! It can only be me!
Hey, isn't this cheating?
Whether happiness surgery counts as unfair competition has always been a subject of debate. Since there is no explicit ban, there are plenty of similar cases.
Who are you? Am I under detention? Is this because of the surgery? Fantastic! What a precious opportunity for interdepartmental exchange! Let's see. Who am I up against this time?
Yikes! What the heck? There's something unclean.
I saw it too. Flashed by. Seemed like mimetic contamination.
But it's buried deeper, and it's far deadlier. Creepy. No clues left on this one.
You're asking if I've got something on my mind, just because I clock out on the dot every day. What, be like you guys? Slaving away and sweating bullets? I'm built different. After the surgery, I look down at my boss with my head held high every day. She's so sleek and shiny. Cute as my puppy back home. Oh, what are you doing? Are you finally firing me?
This guy's the same. Couldn't handle the pressure, so he chose the worst possible path. Working for the IPC never ends well. Huh. This one's a normal human. No surgery performed.
Smile to live to see tomorrow.
Smile to conquer the false and the vile.
I don't understand. What's so funny about all this?
Those around you all wish for your happiness. Is that not cause for rejoicing? So smile. Don't become a sinner of unhappiness.
Smile! 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 Smile!
Oh, Smile! You okay?
That is terrifying.
Find anything?
Aren't you going to start the interrogation by asking my thoughts?
If not, then let's keep going.
No need. The answer is already clear. At the moment of mutation, the synesthesia beacons of the 3 victims receive the same signal.
On the surface, it seems like nothing more than ordinary encouragement. No, that runs completely counter to the Smile Society's philosophy. Unhappiness is a sin. Parentheses. Smile.
Guess what this is?
Full wish is happiness syntax.
Quick on the uptake. The Joy Ascendants can be counted among the denizens of abundance, but they are also imaginae born of wish power. Shuhu's cells are the catalyst. That immortal being lying in slumber has endured countless agonies, so he is exceptionally sensitive to perceptions of joy.
So, Full Wish encoded happiness syntax and broadcast it via synesthesia beacon. Once the recipients were influenced by it, the flesh and blood of the abundance within them reactivated.
And that's not all. As people transformed, they generated new wish power. It kept snowballing until eventually even those who hadn't had the surgery got assimilated. Bingo. That's the full picture. The whole double whammy of the disaster. Full Wish's plan succeeded.
Sorry to interrupt, but you've got a message.
Baffling.
Who's there?
Probably some rival hacker with a death wish. I'll deal with him later.
The only question remaining is, how did Full Wish transmit the signal?
The answer is obvious. I just need to confirm one thing. Hold on. I'll be right back.